You can hear it in their voices. Birds love this land. From the red-winged blackbirds on crawfish traps to the spoonbills to the egrets and hingas and more, this 2,000-acre tract near Kaplan is alive with wildlife and possibilities. It's a public-private partnership brainchild of Chad Hanks, who is farming rice, crawfish, and now birds.
We're looking at this farm as creating a habitat for not only migratory waterfowl, but also shorebirds, and seeing that there's production, grains, water, all of those things working within RCS. I think we have a bright future to see this becoming a showcase for the state of Louisiana as far as what we can do with pump-off ground that may be being abandoned.
Much of this land was once rice farms, but hard times have forced many out of business in this area. Keeping them as part of the food chain for both people and wildlife is vital to this area, according to area conservationist Kayla Hebert.
To hold the water for the migratory bird and shorebirds, and just create a habitat for the waterfowl out here. And as you can see, it's working, you know.
The key to this land is water. Hanks has a series of pumps that he's putting in and paid to have electricity run to them. Keeping water on the land is a vital part of bird conservation.
We've got some plantings and some other vegetative work that we're able to provide some cost share with, early successional habitat management, which I think Chad has done some of that out here as well. So different type of wildlife management, but really the key is finding landowners that are willing and able to do some of the management to provide habitat.
Even after all this time, he's excited about seeing what Hanks calls his ducks. Even more important, he wants to see them around for the next generation.
It's been an enjoyment for me. You know, when you have an opportunity to let your grandson kill his first deer, it's a 9-point marsh deer, and everybody says they don't grow that big down here. My key is to try to give them the habitat and the nutrition that we can have quality animals all around us, including the alligators that you have seen as we have walked. No, we hadn't walked. We drove through, thank goodness.
More funding from programs like the one Chad Hanks used are available from both state and federal efforts. To find out more, please visit our website at twilatv.org. And Kristen, this was a really great shoot. It was a beautiful day that day, and to go out, and as you can see, I mean, it's just lush and green out there. The thing that it was hard to really capture, you can hear it a little bit, is the amount of bird song that's going on out there. I mean, it was just a constant amount of various calls from various different birds. And the other thing, for not being duck season, there were a whole lot of ducks on that property.
I was about to say the other day when we were looking at land and soybean field, there were a lot of ducks.
A lot of ducks.
And birds just flock to those fields with rice, especially if he's growing rice. And
yeah, and he's really growing the rice for the birds. And the one of the big things that he does, I think, as you see in the story, is he keeps the water on just a little longer, and that attracts all those migratory wildfowl. And in talking with Troy Malick, the state wildlife biologist, he said places like this, that he's got 2,000 acres there, can help the wildlife populations all around the state, you know, and all around, at least in that area especially. So even that one particular area is doing a lot for all those birds.
great news, and that's a great story. Thank you so much, Neil Melancon.